Yes, Nathan, I know. My apologies. My kids are not feeling well. I gotta drive to the hospital a little later today, around 11 o'clock. So they here with me this morning. So you're probably gonna notice, and you probably already noticed. We got about 2 minutes. I've waken up today to realize that my stock twist account is suspended. Don't ask me why. You saw what happened yesterday in the conversation, right? CODX moving well. We got about 45 seconds to the open. Hoping you guys are doing okay. VTIQ. Two seconds. VTIQ. Watching VTIQ. Ramping up $15 mark. VTIQ. VTIQ hitting that $15 mark. AIM, it's a little bit too choppy though. A little bit too choppy. VTIQ hit that $15. Stay in there. Ramping up right now. 15.30. By the way, guys, I have a massive headache. And I really don't know how long I'm gonna stay here. I gotta drive my kids to the hospital later today and all that kind of stuff. They've been there were a couple of days that I didn't even stream. Today I can't really say that I had the best night, so I have a massive headache right now. Yeah, my stock was suspended my account yesterday, and I've been trying to get it back, and they haven't even responded yet. The Dow Jones tanked more than 700 points this morning. So it's expecting a little bit of a whipsaw here this morning. I really don't care. I'm watching BCRX, and I feel my eyes are peeling out. Like I have a pretty bad headache right now, to be honest. Okay, AIM. So it seems like pulling back. Yesterday, I said that I thought this thing was gonna go to 2, and somebody called me a mother flower because of that. So you can see. Okay, AIM going down though. AIM. Going towards 2. AIM. Those micro bounce right there on the 1 minute time frame. Towards 2. Since yesterday though, I'll be expecting this thing to come down. We see a new level here today, 205 based on the daily. 205 based on the daily. We see 233. Now it's printing what it looks like a bear flag pattern on the 1 minute. Bear flag pattern on the 1 minute time frame. Spider dropping even more. God. Gee, man. I need an extra drink or something like that. See how my eyes open? I feel like my eyes are ripping out. Moderna, mRNA on the drop. And so we got, I've been watching a little bit about high price names. I apologize. Names with S. Right now, I'm running the scanner here. Oh, everything went away. All right. So there's no opportunity on that scanner. LAQ though, gap down right now, trying to fill the gap. LAQ. AIM follow through, bear flag formation on the 1 minute towards 233 and 2. 233 and $2. 217 100 simple moving average on the 15. I'm really expecting to see this thing hit the $2 mark today. I got a little bit of a background music. Somebody gave me feedback some time ago. If you guys can, whenever, no, don't get distracted now. Later. It's too important to be distracted with that kind of stuff. There you go. Breaking on the 233. And we're gonna see the $2 hit 217 100 simple moving average. That's sitting on the 15-minute time frame. So I expect a little bit of a support there, and I don't expect a flush all the way down there, but I really think that we will see follow through to the downside on AIM. I've been expecting this thing since yesterday. It didn't really move in the way that I thought right away. I think my account got suspended because of this, or maybe because I shared the Discord link. It's one or the other. I'm talking about stock twist. But I did nothing wrong. I didn't say nothing wrong. And all of a sudden at night, I was trying to share something like 10 o'clock at night and said, oh, you can't log in. Your account is suspended. So, okay. That's cool. Okay. Micro bounce around this area. Expecting a little bit of support here. But I'm expecting follow through down to 217. Yeah, man. Somebody called me. I said AIM was going to $2 yesterday afternoon, and I don't know if I got reported because of that, but the guy actually cursed me out. I think he called me a mother flower, not to say the word, and I just said, listen, that shows your character because you can't disagree with me, but why do you have to like curse me out? They being in meetings every day. Mike Pence was actually talking about this thing yesterday, about the coronavirus. Most definitely there should be a meeting today. They already said that they're gonna put the funding though on I think it's $2 billion if I'm not mistaken for the coronavirus issues. And I'm saying issues, I'm not trying to downplay what's happening. At some point I also think that this thing it's been sensationalized a little bit more than what it actually again, I'm not trying to say that nothing's happened, but the news medias, they're feeding on this because they actually get paid with bad news. If you don't have traffic, you can't sell the ads. So They feeding on this. Everybody's just talking about coronavirus. There you go. We're going down towards the 2. Being patient. Being patient pays. 217. Let me just tap here right now. Let me see. Yeah, 217. Exactly 217. Sitting 100 simple moving average on the 15-minute time frame. Going down. 217. So there should be a meeting today about the coronavirus. But you know, the market has been just sensationalized about this kind of stuff. People are actually able to take a step back and just see how everybody else is going to react, because the people that actually know how to deal with the market, they make money when everybody's panicking. Coming down to 2. See, I wasn't wrong. I was just early. It's almost the same thing, but I wasn't wrong yesterday when I said that AIM was gonna go to 2. This guy actually, come on now. Well, you saw the story on Instagram, so this guy just, man, he got upset because he was long. And I just said, listen, you gotta know how to read the price action. You don't gotta get upset at people that have a different opinion. Okay, AIM towards the 2. Again, I'm expecting a little bit of a bounce. I'm not expecting it's gonna flush all the way on one candle, but overall, I think we will see that. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it up for real quick. I don't have a lot of time to show you here. I'm trying to do the right thing. So if you see here, we got 217 sitting right here. 100 simple moving average and 195. So expecting the $2 mark. Since this is a daily level, this is the reason why I was talking about it yesterday. Now 217 is sitting on the 15 today, this morning. I'm expecting a little bit of support around that area. But overall, I think the trend is going to get us down there. So for right now, if you look at the first bounce, it's a very nice bear flag formation on the 2-minute time frame. I apologize, on the 1-minute time frame. Right now, coming right back up 233. That was prior support. 233 was prior support. See if we can get this area here to be resistance and roll over all the way down to the downside. 217 and $2. Probably print another bear flag formation right here. I apologize for getting just my coffee. Again, I just needed my coffee. I drink espresso. My head is blowing away. And I didn't have a pill yet because the breakfast that I had was really light. Expected follow through 217 and $2. I have to take a look at that ticker. To be honest with you, I don't know what that they do. Beyond Air, healthcare sector. The thing is that most of the healthcare sector stocks are being in play because in one way or another, they will. This is what I think, in my personal opinion, that can happen. And I'm trying to give you my idea here while I'm taking care of this thing because I don't want to mess it up. See a very nice trend line here breaking down. Let's see here if we got some follow through. I think 233 will be that resistance now. My apologies, guys, if I seem a little bit too off today. Again, I have a massive headache. With biotechnology stocks right now, everybody's going to try to get a piece of the pie. Government came out and said they have $2 billion to give away, pretty much. Free money, let's just say. Free money because, okay, well, hold up. I got to see what's the high of this flag here. 2,033 cents. We tap in 233, 233, 233, 236. 233 was prior support. See where this 1-minute candle is going to close. See if it doesn't close on top of the 233, which was prior support. I think now will become that resistance. Holding too tight. We have about 25 seconds to close that 1 minute candle. So the government came out saying that we got free money. We need to take care of this issue, and obviously we don't have the tools. So who's going to take care of that? Pharmaceutical companies, biotechnology companies, healthcare sector stocks, right? So free money, $2 billion. Who's going to take care of this? So the companies are actually in a race to say, okay, good. We didn't close on top of the 233. We had a gravestone dojo right there, and now we're flushing right back down. So 233 is actually working to beat that resistance. I'm expecting follow through to the downside. Come on now, don't do that to me. So pretty much the government saying we can't take care of this. Who's gonna take care of it? So if you can't take care of it, here's how much money we're gonna give you. So companies are on a race right now to try to get a piece of the pie, not because they are afraid. And there's a bunch of people that are afraid. Like 2 days ago, my brother-in-law called me like 7 in the morning. 7 in the morning. I was like, dude, like I thought you can actually call me another time. He has a 401k and stuff, and he wanted to reallocate the funds because he was down by a lot when the market was dropping for 3 days straight. You know, it dropped like 3,000 points, and he was afraid. So that's the thing. Regular people are selling, and people that know how to profit out of these things, they picking up shares on a discount. It's like going to the supermarket and just reading the new advertisement ads for sale for the week. People that know how to profit out of this thing, they picking up shares on sale. And so companies that are saying we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Now Matt sent me some news yesterday. He didn't know how to read it, but I was able to. And they said that in 2 weeks they're gonna know if some medicine they're gonna put in a vaccine, it's gonna be working against the coronavirus. So everybody's like on the race to prevent the coronavirus spread. And so every single company is trying to say that they're gonna do something about it. It's like back with the blockchain thing. This thing is not working out too well. We got the 241. Where's the VWAP sitting here? 240. Expecting some follow through here, but it didn't really work out the way that I wanted. So the VWAP's there. 5 minute time frame. How long does it candle? This candle is gonna take a couple of minutes to close still. I'm trying to measure here what I'm gonna do with this thing. I'm really expecting overall trade to go down $2, $2.17. So I don't want to be spooked here. I don't want to be scared. I don't want to be selling my shares, because I think the overall trend is going to come down to $2.17 and $2 today. Topping candle on the 1 minute. A lot of indecision on the 5. Yes, let me let it go. You're going to come right back to me, baby. Can't get away. All right, so you guys remember blockchain, Bitcoin type of thing a couple of years ago. Everybody that used to say, oh, we got the blockchain technology, skyrocket from $20 to $200 in like an hour or 2 hours. And so this is the same thing. Any company that comes out and says, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we have this, we have that, we're gonna try this in 1 week, we're gonna try that in 1 week. What is the government gonna do? Oh, you know what, we can do this, but we need the funding. Because the government, free money, they already said they got the money to spend. So every single company is on a race to try to pick up some of the funds. Obviously, this is just not gonna give away $2 billion to one company. It's like bidding, like when Trump wanted to build a wall. He's like trying to see which company is able to do more stuff, and here you go. You put the bid and we give the money. Shooting star in the 1. I'm expecting this thing not to hold and come right back down. They holding it tight. I gotta say, they're holding it very tight. But the VWAP is actually being the place where this thing is actually getting that resistance. So I'm expecting a rollover. I'm gonna let it go. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm taking a little bit of a risk here, but I really think, and I'm not gonna marry this thing, because you shouldn't marry this thing. But overall, I really think that we will be seeing this thing hit today. Although this is very dangerous too, because this is a healthcare sector stock, and everybody's talking about the coronavirus, right? If any news hit, this thing might just run, and that will probably put me on the wrong side of the trade. So we gotta take care of that issue there. So let's see. You have another question. What's your resistance level for AIM? 217 or 232? No, 233 was a very important level. So 233 was a very important level on the daily. I'm basing this thing since yesterday. 233. I really thought that this prior support was going to be resistance. Right now, that resistance is not working out, and it's coming right back up. Now I'm gonna give it this 5-minute candle that is about to close in the next 15 seconds, because this thing can actually roll over here. 2 green candles is actually what usually happens to print a little bit of a reversal before this thing rolls over again. The stocks that actually bounce. And so I think we will see a rollover down to the bottom of this candle here. That was 221. So I'm expecting this thing to roll down again, retest here. Again, 217, I think we will find a little bit of support there based on the 100 simple moving average sitting on the 15 minutes right here, 217. And then the $2 to follow through on that move because of a daily level with half the whole dollar of support on the $2 mark. So that's my idea. I'm not recommending the trade though, just by the way, because I'm taking my own risk here. I know what I should do and I'm risking my money, but that doesn't mean that everybody should do that and try to mirror exactly 100%. I'm sharing my ideas, but please guys be mindful that that idea can actually be also wrong, because since yesterday I thought, hey, this thing is gonna hit the $2. Yes, but again, with the coronavirus, with the funding, with the meetings, with all of the things that are happening, it might as well be something that anybody can come out and say anything, and this thing can just skyrocket to the moon. So you gotta be mindful of that. You gotta be careful when you are trading stocks that are in a hot sector. As of right now, it's a hot sector. Everybody's talking about the same thing. For you guys that are here, if you don't mind me asking you for a little favor to hit that like button if you like it, so that way YouTube understands that people like the stream. Not that I'm getting paid, because I'm actually not getting a check from YouTube, to be honest. There you go, baby. Come back to me. Come back to me. Come back to me. See what I'm saying? I'm waiting to let it run a little bit, because I really believe that this thing is going to get the 217 and $2 today. The dust is about to settle a little bit. The hype of the coronavirus, yes, it's hyping up. That's true. There's a lot of hype. But I really think that This thing it's at least gonna give us a $2 hit today. Sorry for you guys looking for an alternative. Although I'm sorry, it looks like it's gonna roll over already. VTIQ. We were talking about that one earlier. VTIQ. Keep an eye on that one. VTIQ. Come on. VTIQ. It's about to roll over though. Hitting that high of around $16.15 around there. It's probably gonna roll over. There's no green candle, so for a healthy trend, it's probably going to print a bull flag formation before it keeps on going. But I really think that that's going to happen. Jeez, man, come on. I need to have a pill. DYNT 220. Man, this kind is. I think I gotta do a better. Oh, okay. Got it. Why are they not rolling automatic? I gotta see. Oh, my goodness. Alright, so I'm gonna switch it up for a second. I'm gonna go right back so you can see what's happening here. This, look at this flush on this thing. $31 all the way down to $29.59. Looking pretty decent. I don't know why the, actually, you know what? It's actually picking up some steam now. It doesn't seem like on the daily it has so much volume though. Like the volume is really low. That's a big issue. That's a big issue for me. If there's no volume there, I don't want to mess with you. So we have DRI, we have SEE coming down, and we have Royal Caribbean RCL coming down as well. Again, these companies are being hit by the coronavirus situation. Airliners, also United. Oh, I forgot about that. United came out with news yesterday that they were going to actually reduce the amount of flights that they're gonna be doing in the daily basis because of the situation of the coronaviruses. The planes are flying out empty. People are not flying anymore. And so they are concerned. They're not making any money. And you know the amount of fuel that you got to put on a plane for the plane just to go somewhere. Like it's you know, it's quite something. Guys, give me a second. I got a call from my kids' schools. Hello?
This message is to inform you that Nathan.
Yeah, I already know. Nathan's here. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Thank you. That was from school. It was calling. They call every time that if one of the kids don't go or something like that, they call to let us know that, you know, they're not there, so we know. And we have a nice pennant here on the 1 minute. Looking for follow through, a breakdown, follow through, breakdown, hovering around 233. I really think that we're going to see this thing come down. Come on now. Guys, for those of you that are not in the Discord group and want to keep connected and the conversation going, I just shared the link on the stream for the Discord group. We are, we share ideas and we do different things over there. So if you guys want to stay connected, you can use that link. And again, that's all free, by the way. You can, we can stay connected and we can share ideas about different things that are happening in the market. The overall idea here is to profit, and sharing ideas and connecting to like-minded people, I really think is very, 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 very important. So if you guys wanna come into the group, you guys are welcome to do so. Scanning the market for other ideas here as I wait for AIM to do whatever it's going to do. APT, wow, this is crazy volatile today. Volatile land, BCLI, BCLI, BCLI. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna keep an eye anyway on AIM because I'm involved there. Oh no, but it doesn't look good on the one. It's like this thing got no volume though. God, I hate when this happens. Let's see here. Keep it here on this window. Keep it in this window and keep on looking for other opportunities. I thought that IVIO was actually going to move better than what he have done today. Saw it ramping up this morning. I really thought it was going to do something. Let's just keep an eye on this thing for a second. I'm actually still waiting on AIM. SEE keeps coming down. Now it has a micro bounce right now on the 5 minutes. Micro bounce in the 5 minutes. First bounce from that flush. AIM is actually holding too tight. I really think it's gonna go right now, giving me a gravestone doji on the 5, shooting star on the 15. So waiting for it to just flush. Prior low on the 5, very important level 231, around 233, 232. Same levels that we were actually watching. There you go with VTIQ, exactly what I figured. It was gonna roll over. How many of you made money yesterday, though? Man, I feel like today we are on shoppiness land. Whipsaw type of thing all over the place. It's just whipsaw all over the place here. And AIM still has me waiting though. Hitting that 100, I mean that the 50. We got a bunch of crossover right here indicators. If you have the 50 and the 100 sitting all together in the 1 minute time frame with here's one thing that I like on the 1 minute at least. The 50 on AIM is having a crossover. It's coming under the view up in the 100. I really think that that could be a decent indicator that this thing is going to come down and flush to come right back down. And we are hovering around the areas where we seen that it was prior support. Right now, just a bunch of consolidation. But if we can pick up a little bit of steam, I really think that we're gonna be able to follow through. Hey, Sean, what's happening? Yeah, man, IBIO is looking kind of weird. I really thought it was gonna do better. Like, look at this thing. Like, you know, it was looking like it was gonna run. But here's the thing: it just happened on the pre-market. After that, it just died. It just died. And I'm just watching it there, just for the sake of watching something. As of right now, to be honest, I'm scanning the market, see what else I can find. And I'm gonna have to pull this scanners on TD here or Thinkorswim to see what else is moving, because as of right now I don't see anything giving me nothing that, you know, as I figure that it was going to. Okay, let me see. AHPI is popping up. Found it popping up right here on the TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim scanners. If any of you want to have the scanners, let me know. I can send you exactly the specific on the scanners that I have set up. I have scanners on TC2000 and on Thinkorswim. Look at this pullback here. I don't like this stuff because it's ramping up, but the follow-through move is not there. So I just, the market is really volatile. What's the overall market here today, though? Market Dow Jones down 675 points right now. If any of you guys want to participate on the free scanners, I can. Hey Matt, what's up? You just gotta create a free account. Anyway, it's free. Everything is free. TradersConley.com. It's a free account, and I will always send. Oh, I've been doing that every weekend. A watch list of the stocks that I'm watching over the next couple of days for the prior week. Every Saturday or Sunday, I send it out prior to the trading week. So if you want to do that, just go with TradersConley.com. And yeah, SPY is, it's crazy, man. This thing is really choppy today, though. And I gotta be honest with you, AIM has me waiting for longer than I want to. But I'm willing to give it a little bit of time. Right now, VWAP is being resistance. If you look at right here, the 50 simple moving average on the one is working for that resistance. We already had that crossover. We have the 50 cross under the 100 in the VWAP, which seems like it's telling me that the trend is going to come down to retest the 233. I'm expecting that it will actually break under that and probably go to 217, which is actually probably now. The 100 is sitting on another place. We got 218 sitting on the 100 on the 15. Right now, the stochastics is showing that the momentum is actually about to shift to the downside. So I'm actually keeping an eye on it. I'm waiting for it. Yesterday, APT was a stock that actually delivered for me. And today, I'm dealing with AIM. Since yesterday, I've been talking about this stuff, that I think we're gonna hit the $2, and maybe because of that idea, again, my account got suspended on StockTwist when somebody called me a mother flower, and they actually cursed me out, and I got suspended. Mind you, I don't know why, but that's what happened. Long story short, Okay, we got SEE, the first bounce, first micro bounce, SEE. The problem with that is that we don't have a lot of volume though. And I hate that you guys know that I talk about the volume a lot. You can have a very nice, how do you call it? This little, a kayak or a raft, yeah, raft. But if you put it in a river that has no water, you're gonna go nowhere. And so, although SEE has this downtrend right now, very decent downtrend, micro bounce, looking like it's gonna follow through here some more. And so for right now, it looks like it doesn't really have a lot of support on the daily, so it might just flush, but it doesn't have a lot of volume. And this is like putting a very nice equipment, a nice raft or a kayak or whatever you have on a nice river, and you want to compete, and you go to the stores and you spend all of the money in top of the line type of equipment, but you put your little boat on a river that has no water, you're gonna go nowhere. And so on this thing, although the volume is so, the trend looks really good to me. Because if we can break under 29.52 here, which is $0.50 support, 29.52, if we can get under the 29.50 to give it 2 more cents, actually 3 cents for confirmation, 29.49, we could probably see it go down to the $29 area, right? Get 50 cents out of that. But the volume is actually pretty bad. It's a very low volume, 122,000 shares traded today. You can get a trade on this thing and get a chance there and just have like a decent stop, by the way, in case you're willing to do that. Again, 50 cents could be something that might be able to be extracted from this stock, but again, you really have to pay attention to it, because it's just somebody jumps in with size, they can push it one way or the other because it has really not a lot of volume. So if somebody comes in with a little bit of size, it can push the price one way or another. And another thing is that as of right now, it's 10.12, right? By the end of the day, it can close to 800,000 shares traded today, to $1 million shares traded today. And so that can actually deliver somewhat a decent amount of volume by the end of the day, and you can do something with it. But again, I know that out there, those gurus, what they usually teach and talk about is you gotta focus on what people are actually looking at, and this and that and that. But you gotta find your little niche in the market, because if you focus on what everybody else is focusing at the same time, it's gonna be a little harder, and it's gonna be a little bit more volatile to be able to make money. So although you can also focus on the things that are actually trending, which is something that I like doing, you can also focus on little niches using different time frames and reading the price action and the patterns to be able to profit if you know what to do with those patterns. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be like everybody else. So where is it? Okay. Got it. Let me just well, it's a nice picture though. I really love this flag that SEE has on the 5. I'm gonna take a picture here on this flag. I like this a lot. Again, guys, I keep pictures and I like recording information, because then I can go back and study those things and see what the price did afterwards, if my idea was right or my idea was wrong. So I really do recommend that to those who want to use that as a measurement to see how right or wrong you were. Hey, Matthew, you're something else, man. You think I have the best analogies, man? You're something, man. Hey guys, I love you guys. I gotta say, man, I miss you when I'm not here. And although I gotta say, I slept almost a whole night last night, but I woke up with a massive headache. And although I had that headache, I really wanted to be here because I really miss you guys. When this is something that I like doing. I like sharing ideas and connecting with all of you guys. Man, my coffee's already got cold. IBIO giving you a headache. Man, AIM is giving me a headache as well. DYNT, this thing is actually not working in the way that I thought, but I'm willing to give it a little bit of time. IBIO, what did you get in on IBIO though? Like, are you long, short? Yeah, I actually, to be honest with you, I thought ABIO was actually going to run today. I actually thought that it was going to run. But it seems like I was wrong. The YNT is actually creeping up slowly here. What's the next level? 247. Okay, so we got a 247 and then we got a 370 on the daily. Let's just make the trend line here. What did I say was? 370. 370. I'm gonna keep an eye on this thing because it's picking up steam though. It's picking up steam, and we got duplicate here. We gotta change this one to 247. Again, 247. It's close to the $0.50 resistance and well support. In this matter, it could be resistance. 250. Gotta watch it. 250, 247, 250, and then you got 370 on the daily. So let's keep an eye on that. IBIO though, what'd you get in? You're long. Where'd you pick it up, man? What, you're up 22% on a trade on Apple? That's good, man. That's great. You see? Dominating. Dominating. That's great, man. That's great. Matt, you said that you are... you said, ZM has been on fire lately. ZM. Let me just take a look at that. ZM. Yeah, Zoom. Well, there's a lot of people using that now, though. Like, say options, right? Hey, options is convenient because you have no PDT on that. There's no PDT on options, so you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Zoom. My wife, it's been using that for kind of conferencing and stuff like that. And the last few days, I noticed a lot of people using the Zoom thing. So that's right. That's right. Well, that's great, man. Learn music. Yeah, you learn music live. That's great, man. I'm glad that you actually picked it up early, and this little dip is not affecting you at all. Again, it's the biotechnology sector, though. It's actually pretty hot right now, and the government is, with those $2 billion in funding, there's a lot of people that are gonna make money here because companies are gonna come out just the same way than the blockchain type of thing. Oh, we have the blockchain technology, and now, like, whoosh. There was a guy. I don't know if you guys remember this. There was a CEO that was interviewed like a couple of years ago when the hype of the blockchain thing was happening. Oh God, yes please, yes please, yes please. Come on now, come on now. This is what I want to see. Yes, I've been waiting for you. Yes. I've been waiting for you the whole morning. And the hype of this blockchain type of thing. There was a CEO that was interviewed in a news channel, and they did something kind of healthcare sector, whatever. And the guy just said that they had some kind of blockchain technology, and this thing just skyrocketed like crazy, And it's the same thing now. Government comes out and say, we have $2 billion to spend. What do you think gonna do? If I do something and I know that somebody else has money to spend in a sector where my company is located, what do you think I'm gonna say? Obviously, I'm gonna say that I'm working on that. Like, can I get some of those funds? Everybody's on the race right now to get a piece of that pie. This is the reason why you're gonna see a lot of companies popping out with news conferences and follow through the news of this type of stuff, the coronavirus type of thing. The government already said they have $2 million to spend. $2 billion to spend. What do you think companies are gonna do? Everybody wanna get a piece of that pie. Yeah, I will do it myself. ALT, not looking too good though. Gee, man, come on now. $7 billion? I saw it on the news. Well, $7 billion is a lot better than 2. Gee, man. Wow, $7 billion. You see that? So you come on and say, it's free money. I'm gonna say, hey, listen, even I, that as a dinky winky kind of company in a garage, is probably gonna come out and say, hey, listen, we've been trying this for a couple of weeks, and if we get a little bit of that funding, I think we'll be able to do a lot better and have some the trials that we've been developing and this and that. And what do you think it's gonna do? Like 8.3 billion? Oh, that's that's even better. So it's just that. It's just that. Everybody's on the race for this now. Everybody's on the race for that. And us guys and gals, if we have any gal here, any ladies, we should be on the sidelines always, by in defense, like, and just looking at the news from the sidelines and saying, how can this news be something good for me? Here, guys, I'll give you another analogy. Every 10 years something happened in the market. .com bust, housing bust, and now the coronavirus bust. The people that are ready for this type of things, they are the ones that actually benefit from it. The people that can take a step back and say, how can I do this? How can I? The biggest transfers of wealth and money are made in times of crisis. David Rockefeller said that you cannot let go a crisis. You cannot let a crisis go without taking advantage of it. So we're in the market looking for opportunity. Sometimes even we have to be a little bit strategic, and if we have to go in for a little bit of a longer time frame, we have to try to position ourselves as if we were playing chess. Remember that you start moving the pawns and you start making the moves and this and that and the towers and the horses and the little things. But we have to position ourselves on every single move for the opportunity for that kill, for that Jake and the Jake mate, right? So look at that. Again, you gotta be a little bit strategic, and you have to be willing to go in for a little bit of time. Of course, United came out yesterday saying that they're gonna cut they came out and they said that they were going to cut the amount of flights, because again the planes are flying out empty. And you know what's Spirit is, what's the ticket for Spirit? This is one of the things that I like about TC2000. I can just type the name and it gives me the suggestion for the ticker. Spirit Airlines. Save, right? I forgot about that. See? And Delta Airlines, yeah, and United Airlines, yeah. All these companies are crashing right now. This could be a pretty decent bear flag formation right now on the 5-minute time frame. If we can get under the 50 right here on the one, it can be a pretty decent thing. They asked the employees to take a leave. Well, that's how you know. That's how you know. And let me try to read these comments. Okay, so we have aim on the 233, hitting 229 right now. I'm trying to see if we can get down to 218, 228 right now. I'm waiting for that to see if I can on that little flush. I'm giving it a little bit of time, as you guys know. I'm being a little bit patient with this. Well, I honestly I've read uh like 3 to 4 books. Now, to be honest with you, the books that I got are books that my accountant gave me when he used to trade in the 80s. And he gave me those books back in like 2011. And those books are made books that there was no online trading back then. No, the computers, like there was no computer trading. It was like by the call, like you used to call the broker and that kind of stuff, and read the paper to see the Wall Street Journal and all that kind of stuff. So he gave me those 3 books. I have those are the only books that I've read, and that helped me with, for example, indicators, knowing how they work and all that kind of stuff. But my journey has kind of been trial and error, to be honest. When he gave me the books in 2011, I started learning. I went into Forex, and I started trading Forex a little bit for a little bit of time, and then I went into stocks because I found it a little bit easier to read because of the news and because of the earnings and all that kind of stuff. Currencies could be a little bit different thing, and the monetary policies for the different countries and all that kind of stuff. You know, there's a lot of things that get involved. For me, stocks and options, I don't know. But again, I think that stocks and options, stock options, and maybe even the futures market is a little bit easier than Forex, because again, monetary policy with different countries, when countries go to war and they have some sort of kind of weird news, it's a little bit more difficult. So I went into stocks from Forex back in like 2012. So I was in Forex for at least, I think, 6 to 7 months, and then I went into stocks, and then from there I started trading. I was in paper trading for a little bit of time, and then I went to live account, and I blew 4 accounts. 4 accounts I blew up, and from that point on, I just started to kind of like taking notes of what was working for me, what was not working for me, what to do, what not to do, and I read a story of a person. I didn't get the book. Honestly, I honestly I got it on Audible, and that was like a couple of years ago, I think, maybe a year or so ago. And it was a story of this guy, an American hedge fund. You probably know who I'm talking about. But there, it's just, it doesn't teach you anything about trading or nothing like that. It's just kind of like his story, the Tim Sykes story. And I will say that those are the only books that I have actually read. It's so for me, it's been more trial and error. And those books that I got, again, from my accountant, he got those books from when he used to trade in the 80s. And again, those books just kind of helped me with the kind of basic terminologies and indicators and different things like that. But for me, it's being a little bit more trial and error than anything else. I can't really say that I had like a mentor or nothing like that. Honestly, I haven't had any. So you know, it's just being a wild journey for me. A very wild journey for me. I'm still waiting. Coming down 218 right now. 100 simple moving average on the 15. You can see it sitting here. I'm just waiting for it to come down. Let's see here if I can show it to you. It's sitting right here right now. 219 or 220. Let's see. Let me just do it on my monitor here, because yeah, 219. Waiting for the 219 to hit right now, because they have changed from 217 to 219. I'm using that 100 simple moving average as an area of support on the overall trend on this thing on the 15 minutes on AIM. And from there, I think we can hit the 2 by the end of the day. I'm not going to say that I'm going to wait for it all the way, but if you look at right here, we have a pretty decent pennant flag, bear flag formation that just closed not too long ago on the 5. See, so with a bunch of consolidation on the 1. Those are the type of things that I like to see to notice that I have a healthy trend, and there's probably a good opportunity for a follow-through move. As of right now, that's what he's doing. So 219 right now is the area that I'm waiting for based on the 15-minute time frame. Then we have a daily level of 195, which gets me the $2 area of support. You guys know that I set orders before that 5 to 6 cents prior to the areas of support and resistance, half dollars and whole dollars. That will translate to 205, 206. And again, I don't even think that I'll be holding all the way to 219. And the reason is because I know that I'm not the only person that's looking at the 100 simple moving average on the 15 minutes. And I don't want to be the guy holding any bag when this thing comes right back down and tests that area, bounce right back off. So again, this is not an area of half dollar or whole dollar, but for the purpose of this, it will be a smart idea to place this order prior to the 219, probably at least 3 to 4 cents prior to that area. I am scanning the market right here using Thinkorswim as well on the other computer. For you guys don't know, GNMK. I have a 5, my setup, for the ones of you that haven't seen it in pictures, I have 5 32-inch monitors and 2 15-inch laptops. So I have 7 monitors altogether, 5 32 inches and 2 15-inch laptops. So right now I have the setup in one of the computers have Thinkorswim, and this main one right here I have DOS and also TC2000. So I don't like forcing it, so I just run the trading platform and the charting platform, which is TC2000, and then just XSplit for the live stream. Running only 3 things out of this computer, not to force it, and the rest of the stuff I run it from the live stream on YouTube, running from that other computer. Moderating the chat thing on YouTube from that computer. The Thinkorswim trade, the swing trades I run from that other computer on Thinkorswim. Also, I run the website through that computer and all that kind of stuff. So I split all of the heavy weight, heavy burden on the computer, not to slow it down. When you are using this kind of stuff, you don't want to slow down your computer because you're playing with money. Now it's not, oh my goodness, you're not playing, this is not games, it's you're putting money on the line. So you want to make sure that you do the right thing. DYNT, look at you, look at you. AIM is taking a long time. DYNT looking pretty decent. That's why I bought 2 CM. Oh yeah, man. It's CM is that type of stuff, like work from home type of thing. Yeah. It's decent, man. It's a good thing. Everybody wants to work from home nowadays. That's a truth. Expecting follow through on aim. Watching it very close here. Hitting that 228. 228. I want to thank the people that have liked the stream. I appreciate that. Also the people that have subscribed to the YouTube channel. I appreciate all of you. DYNT. Hey buddy, I yesterday I went after you left and I closed the stream. I got really busy on yard work. I don't know how you guys everywhere or every single one of the states that you guys live in, but here in the East Coast, Northeast, we really haven't well, maybe not every place in the Northeast. I'm talking about Connecticut, New Jersey, New York, PA. We haven't had any winter. Like days are like in the 60s and the 55, 45, like no winter. Like we have had in the all combined since winter started, maybe 2-3 days of really cold weather. Cold, like kind of low double, well, not low, mid double digits and the like in the teens, right? 17, 18, 15, but maybe 2 days. I guess only 2 days. But now I've been looking out the window, and even when I'm out there, and in the afternoons, like I notice that the days are longer. Like the sun is still up until like almost 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And you know, it's like, oh wow, look at that. Like we haven't had any, like winter's actually not bad. This is actually pretty decent. This is actually pretty cool. Seems like we're not gonna have any winter though. Wow. What in the world's going on here? Dude, like I don't like when things get a little slow like this. Running monitors here. APT, you gave me something nice yesterday, but not today. As a matter of fact, APT gave me more than I actually thought it was gonna give me yesterday. I was actually surprised. And I honestly, I forgot to make that video. Not that I forgot. I was really busy yesterday trying to kind of do the yard work, and I was busy doing things, and then I got tired, and at night I was like, Then my kids were like jumping all over the place, and you know, with the noise, I don't like making videos when there's, you know, the kids are screaming in the back, because it sounds kind of like people are probably not gonna like that, you know. So I'm like, yeah, and now the data is not gonna be the same. So unfortunately, even if I try to go, well, actually, I can probably go back and make the video anyway, but. Holy smokes. No problem. I didn't. I was talking to you. I was talking to you like 2-3 minutes ago, and I didn't even know that you were not here. I was referring to that you said that you had some yard work yesterday to do, and that kind of like hit me. I was like, yeah, I have some yard work as well, and I went to the yard, and I got pretty busy yesterday, and I wasn't able to make the video that I wanted about yesterday's trade on APT. And I noticed I went to my yard. I have a big tree in my yard, and I noticed that it has a little, I don't even know how to call this thing, sprouts, the little flower thing, it has the little, guys help me out because I don't even know how to call this thing. GMNK. I was watching that one a couple of minutes ago. Yes, coming up. But what happened here? Yeah, we pulled it here when it was actually ramping up. It's coming right back up to the 550 area. We pull back at around 549. The daily here, it has an area of 589. So hitting that $0.50 right there. Hitting the 550. Okay. Man, AIM is being stupid. AIM has, it's being pretty stupid. This AIM thing, this stock AIM, it's just nuts. Right now it's printing 234. I've been waiting for you. This consolidation. Although I gotta be honest with you, I'm looking at the 15 minutes and it's still trading on under the view app, so I'm still cool with it. I just don't like that it's making me wait too long, and there's no follow through in the market today. A little choppy here or there, and so this thing is just not how I want it to be. I didn't think it was gonna take so long. ZM. Let's see. Hey Matt, you're killing it, bro. Elizabeth Warren did what? Oh, Elizabeth Warren is about to drop out. Matthew, you're probably happy about that. She was the only one that's standing. Bloomberg got out. Buttigieg got out. This other person got out. Amy Klobuchar got out. Everybody got out, and Elizabeth Warren was still holding there. And again, I'm not trying to get nothing. I'm not trying to politicize the conversation here or nothing. But I also noticed what they've been doing to Bernie now. It's obvious thing that they doing exactly the same thing that they did in 2016 to Bernie. Although we can't agree to disagree here. I'm not political. I just, and I don't want to make anybody feel like you don't belong no place, because I'm not. Again, we can agree to disagree, but I'm just gonna say here that I don't agree with the political views of Bernie Sanders. But it's something that I noticed that they pushing Bernie. Everybody dropping out, and all of a sudden they are endorsing somebody else. So it seems a little odd. I have to say, it seems really odd what they're doing. It's a little bit obvious. It's a little bit obvious though what they doing. Everybody dropping out and endorsing Biden. Okay, I see the writing on the wall. They actually, the establishment actually wants to kick out Bernie out of being the front runner of the party. Yeah, Bloomberg had the money. He should have spent that money on coronavirus, though. I'm pretty sure that if they put that together with the 8 point whatever $1 million that the government was gonna give away, and Bloomberg come up with say, hey, I'm gonna give away, like, I know that Trump said that he was gonna give away $100,000 and of his salary for the quarter. I noticed that popped up on the news the other day. So if Bloomberg had so much money to spend, he should have come out and spent, like, at least, and say, okay, I tried it now. Why don't I match the same amount of money now, giving it away to fight the coronavirus that's actually killing a lot of people? Yeah, it's again, I'm not trying to get this conversation political, because the thing is, like, political views, people get so worked up on stuff, and I think we can agree to disagree on things, and we still can be friends and talk. So again, it's just what it is. GNMK looking Gucci. What's the daily level that we spoke about here like a minute ago? Like we were talking about this candle here, 389. Let me just put a trend line here. I want to keep an eye on this thing, 389. 389. 389. Man, I gotta go to the hospital with my kids, bro. But it's kind of like, it's a private doctor, really, so it's not the hospital, thank God. So I walk in, and the next in probably half an hour, I'm already inside of the room with the doctor checking them out, because it's a private doctor. And that's a good thing about it, because if it was to the hospital, though, like, I had to go to the emergency room with my son the other day. And although it's a New York Presbyterian hospital, it's one of the best hospitals, a Morgan Stanley hospital here in New York City. And it's a great hospital. But the other day I had to go there, and dude, like, it took me, for them just to put some stitches on, I got home like almost at 8 o'clock in the morning, from like 2 o'clock at night, 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. Like, there was nobody at the hospital at that time. And for them to put some stitches on, it get me. Somebody just said my name there. Well, I have it right here, though. Trill is still not pulling back. I'm waiting for it to give me a couple of more red days to get under the level of 525 to go down to 298. So $5.25 to $3. I'm waiting for that short to roll in. TALO, I'm still holding. Honestly, gave me a decent. I don't know if you remember TALO. I sent that one 2 weeks ago. It got outside of that range that he had. You can go back 2 weeks ago and watch that. As a matter of fact, let me just put it right here. I'm going to talk about the daily here real quick. So this is the range that I was looking, and you have this consolidation here. It broke under that, and I was waiting for the reaction on this thing. Broke down right now with a bear flag formation, although it has really the amount of shares is kind of low on this thing. But again, this is longer term trades. And CYH, I've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks. I don't know if you guys are paying attention to this thing. This thing rolled over from up here. This is the high, 747, very close to 750. We spoke about this, and I sent it out with the watch list. It had a decent range. There's two trend lines right here. You can see that. You can go back and see the email. And I was looking for that rollover trade. As of right now, it got back inside of the range, which is exactly what I was looking for. So I did pretty well on this one. TALO is still working out for me. I'm still holding, although it's about to be like it's 12 right now. It's 12.98. I want to see it go down to at least 12.50. See if I can get out of there, because I started watching this thing was around $18 when I sent out that email. So it was inside of that range when it was like in between $18, $19 TALO. Hoping that you guys are paying attention. It was right inside of this range. Which other one is it? OPGN. After this gap that was filled right here, very close to the resistance on the daily. I'm waiting for this thing to get filled right here because it looks like it's probably not gonna, although it's in the healthcare sector, I think that the dust is going to settle when it comes to the coronavirus, and I think that this thing is gonna come right back down to the lows right here about 150. Although I'm not gonna be holding there all the way down, but we got a decent level right here, 246, and then the next level will be the 193 using the 100 simple moving average on the daily. Which other one is it that I have right now? B-Ray I was watching, and I've been watching, but I haven't taken any trades on this one. It was a little bit slower than I would wanted to. My original idea was a break out of the outside of the 50 to retest the 458, but this thing actually broke down, and I wanted to this thing to break right here, the high at 361. But the 50 simple moving average was very strong resistance, so I wanted to see this thing break and get on 458 and 488 right here, and then I wanted to have a retest of this area for a rollover trade right back down. So I was waiting for this thing to break to have a long trade and then a rollover trade right back down, write this thing down, but it didn't really work out. So TALO and OPGN and TRIL is one that I'm actually still waiting for. So those are in the watch list for the long-term thing. Which one is the one that I was watching here a minute ago? So it's working out decent so far. So I don't know if you guys are paying attention. Hopefully you are. Which other comments do I have here? Yeah, should probably change this. Yes, find your channel. Let me see. You found your channel. I see your name. FYI. 38 Fib at 229. Hey Matt, this is your topic here, Fibonacci's. 229 and low back in November. Hasn't wanted to budge since yesterday. Yeah, AIM. I've been watching this AIM since yesterday, and as a result, I posted a couple of ideas here and there. As a result, it seems like my account was suspended on StockTwist because of an idea that I had on AIM, or maybe somebody just reported me, or I have no guys. God knows what happened. Sent out an email, they haven't even responded. But I don't know if you're long or short. But right now, to be honest, I think that I will see on AIM today. I think we'll probably see AIM hit the $2 mark though. I'm on AIM as of right now, waiting for a 219 hit to $2 hit, and it's been just going sideways the whole day. My head feels a little bit better now. I don't have so much of a massive headache as of right now as if it wasn't this morning earlier today. But AIM has me waiting for a long time. It's a time of that I'm also almost need to kind of go to the let me tell my wife to get the kids ready. Take my kids to the doctor because they've been with fever, and so I'm about to, in the next few minutes, to probably gonna have to cut it and set up a stop loss on AIM. This is one of the things that I'm looking at right here on the 15 minutes. Come on, let me see you here. Look at this time. This. Where are you? Where's the low? Oh. AIM has me waiting the whole morning. Jeez, man, come on now. And so, that's something. I don't know if you're long or short. I'm actually short on this one. To go down 219. 233 was a decent level. That was based. Even yesterday, I was using this one for and using a 15-minute time frame and a daily. 233 was prior support. Today seems like it's been working not exactly as I thought. I really thought that 233 was going to be resistance that it was actually not going to. But as a matter of fact, 233 is actually working out kind of like I thought. Here's the thing. Look at this. We have the close of this one at 232. We have the close of this one at 229. Wait, no, that's not what I'm looking for. 236. Open 233. Sack to 233. And then we have the open at 233 and 230 actually open. Close at 230. And this one we have 229 for the close and 233 for the open. So it's been 233 on the 15 minutes. It's been working out very well. So that now, paying a little bit more attention to that, gives me a decent indication that this thing is actually going to work out. So I just need to be a little bit patient. Oh, I do apologize. What's your name here? T-Bone. I don't know if you're long. I'm actually short. And I think I will be able to see this thing hit the $2 today by the end of the day at least. I'm being a little bit patient. Okay, buddy, no problem. You take care, man. Enjoy your. You gotta do some more yard work. I have to do that today as well, but I'm not. As of right now, I gotta head out with my kids and stuff. Let's see. KR kicking butt. You know them there. So again, on AIM, I have a little bit of a long-term view for today, the end of the day, that will hit the 50 simple move, the 100 simple moving average on the 15 minutes, and we could probably see the price action, the price of the stock hit the $2 today, at least by the end of the day, because of a daily level that we have on 195, and the overall trend is actually showing that it seems like to be a bearish thing here. Holy smokes. Matthew, are you watching this thing, man? Did I put GMNK here? Look at this. GMNK has been on fire, though. GMNK has been on fire. Kicking butt. GMNK is kicking butt. Yeah, I remember a couple of minutes ago. Yeah. It was actually, when you spoke about it, was like around here, like 544. Right now, look, it hit the $6 mark. It's 597. No, I didn't. I didn't take a trade on that one either, man. The first time I popped it up was in this candle here, and then it had this pullback, and this is the same candle right here. Look. If you look at the 5 right there on the cross, and then look at the left-hand side, you're going to see that yellow arrows right there on that pullback. That was the first time that I brought it up, and then I took it away, and then you brought it up when it was around this area here, but I didn't pay attention either. And look at this, consolidation broke out. It went from this area all the way to almost a $6 mark, and we didn't really pay attention to it. Could have been a decent long trade on that one. I think it's a setting problem, man. I gotta fix that stuff. I think it's probably because I'm using the free version of the XSplit app. If I was using the premium, I think you will be able to use the 1080. So I'll definitely look into that. I think it's probably that I have to pay the premium so you can get the 1080. So I'll by the time I come back from the hospital, I'll take a look at that, and I'll probably then, if that's the issue, then I'll probably get the premium version, so that way you can get the 1080. I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think that can actually be the issue with that. Guys, I'm gonna set up a stop limit order to sell as a stop loss on AIM, and because I have to get out, I really have to take my kids to the doctor, because I don't want to driving to New York City. I was waiting for the traffic to die out a little bit, and at this time I think it will be a little bit better. So I'm driving into New York City now, and I want to make sure I'm able to get out of there in kind of like in a fairly decent time. And also, since a bunch of kids are actually in school now, I think it will be a little bit easier for me to do that now instead of waiting for like the afternoon when everybody's already out and a bunch of kids will be at the doctor's office. So for now, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna keep on managing this thing, and I will see you guys a little bit later. For now, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I hope and I wish that you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you guys a little bit later, and I also do appreciate all of you guys here with me. Gonna miss you, but I'll see you guys here later and tomorrow. Thank you guys. Take care.